work. This is how we work together. And
we're going to go to the laboratory, and Patricia and I are going to explain how we can take photographs of natural foods. This is a photograph of spinach, and how a photograph of spinach has information, and we can download it into my photograph, or we can download it into Patricia's photograph. Because everything in the laboratory with the scalar energy instrument, everything is informational. We don't work with chemicals. So the information of spinach will download into my photograph.
So this is amazing, Tom. How can we receive all those vitamins, food, antioxidants,
Yes.
and all that information in just one picture, in just one session?
Yes.
How you do that?
That's right. That's the wonder of scalar energy. It's an incredible information system in which we can download over 350 micronutrients into a photograph. Now, again, this is not a chemical process, it's informational. So when we work with information, you're working with light. Light is a perfect form of energy.
So you think that literally, if people, I'm not encouraging people to don't eat, but if I'm not eating, but I'm receiving nutrition information through Scalar Light,
Yes.
my body is with those nutrients inside, and it's supposed to be like in balance.
Yes, yes. We've seen many people say that after 2 or 3 months of being treated by way of their photograph, that they feel that they're much better. They feel that they're receiving the nutrition that they need, and even some blood work shows that they finally have the nutrients that they've been missing. So it's a process. It takes 2 or 3 months to achieve that level of, I would say, homeostasis, but many people say that this has helped them achieve their nutritional needs.
I think this is amazing also for people that is with overweight, that they kind of want to decrease the anxiety of eating food, getting food, because also that is a emotional bad way to handle situations. It's like, at least that's what I do in therapy. It's like people get too much energy from sugar, because they have lack of other things.
Yes.
So when they receive scalar energy, they're not only receiving the information of the nutrients, but they also can handle better the emotions of the anxiety to eat less food. Is that correct?
I would say when you're working with a person's photograph, it's pure information. We're not working with chemicals, hence there's no chemical consequence. You don't have to worry about any type of what I would call biochemical consequence, such as a die-off or an overreaction or overstimulation or an overproduction of any type of nutrient. So when you're working with information, light never makes a mistake. Scalar light will assemble a nutrient inside the quantum body, inside every cell. So your body, from head to toe, is experiencing the energy, say, of vitamin E. What does that mean? Well, it's the perfect delivery system of nutrients. It's not a biochemical process. We're not relying upon the metabolism of vitamin E. We actually create vitamin E. So there is nothing to deter. There's no way that we can prohibit this energy. It's perfect energy, and it always achieves its objective, which is the creation of a vitamin.
This is amazing, Tom. You know, some people has asked me, what if a pregnant woman is taking scalar energy? Because, you know, when we're pregnant, sometimes we have lots of deficiencies of vitamins and iron and all that, because the baby, it says that the baby's taking everything.
Right.
So how that works with a woman and that is pregnant and the nutrients?
What I've experienced, if a woman's pregnant, not only will she be treated, but her baby in womb, because they're one unit, so to speak. So when we're providing vitamin E for the woman, the baby likewise is enjoying the production of vitamin E. Now again, what's really pertinent is that the production, the creation of vitamin E is, if you will, at the cellular level. Each cell of the human body, whether it's the woman or her baby, creates that vitamin E. So it's the assured way of delivering vitamin E. You don't have to rely upon the circulatory system. We create the vitamin E.
This is amazing.
It is
I should have met you before, like 25 years ago when I was pregnant. This is amazing. And also, another thing very interesting about the nutritional program is you mentioned that Dr. Hieronymus was working with NASA, with the astronauts of the Apollo, and they were receiving nutrients from Scalar Way.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Tell us about that.
My predecessor, a man by the name of Galen Hieronymus, was able to treat the Apollo astronauts while they were orbiting the moon by way of their photographs. Again, all you need is a photograph of a person to reach that person. And Hieronymus was able to detect the biorhythms of these astronauts while they were on the moon or orbiting the moon. Once again, demonstrating that no distance is an impediment to scalar energy. These astronauts were 250,000 miles away, but nonetheless, Hieronymus, the inventor of these instruments, was able to work with these astronauts successfully by way of their photograph. And as an aside, one of the astronauts had the influenza virus, and Hieronymus was able to eradicate the influenza virus by way of the photograph of the astronaut. And likewise, you can create vitamin E on the surface of the moon if you want by way of a person's photograph. So distance is no impediment to scalar energy.
That's amazing. By the way, you can get this information because it's a report of NASA. I think it's available in Google or a book.
Yes, it is.
Right?
And on our website.
What's the name of the report?
Tracking the Apollo 11 astronauts.
Okay, so you can find it because this is real. Of course, it is not something that people know around the world because they're not interested in showing this and then making people be aware that we have another ways of getting nutrients and healing that it's been proved by many years ago, but we're still like kind of just 2 more steps ahead, but still a lot of work to do. But this is part of his work, and I'm so proud to be here that you are also listening this, and we're going to the lab and see how he do this.
Hi, I'm Tom Paladino. This is a Scalar Energy Laboratory. I'm working with the Scalar Energy instrument that allows me to work with people by way of a photograph. This is my photograph that's filled with information. Anybody's photograph has scalar energy signatures or a scalar energy force field attached to their photograph. So people will email me a photograph and I'll actually place a photograph of a person inside that instrument. Now my photograph is being sent information from this Tesla tower. That's a scalar energy process. It's not a biological process. Now I've developed this instrument so I can take photographs of natural foods. Here's a magnified photograph of spinach. And if I wanted to treat myself for the energy of spinach, I would actually take this magnified photograph of spinach and place it side by side my photograph inside the scalar energy instrument. So the energy of spinach, the scalar energy of spinach is downloading into my scalar energy force field. And this way we can recreate, we can, if you will, assemble the phytochemicals found on spinach into my quantum field. This is our natural foods program. We offer 30 days of free sessions of natural foods, in which all you have to do is email us your photograph. Here's another example. This is a magnified photograph of lettuce. And this photograph of lettuce has information. There's a scalar energy code. There's a scalar energy signature on any natural food. Placing that photograph of lettuce side by side my photograph, now my photograph is being downloaded with phytochemicals, or at least downloaded with the information of phytochemicals to assemble a phytochemical inside my quantum field. This is the natural foods program in which we can assure the downloading of phytochemicals, various types of antioxidants, various types of amino acids, etc., through the quantum plane by way of a person's photograph. This is the Natural Foods program.